Yo, I don't know if it's the pressure from the lawsuit or what, but Shannon was wilding out. Like, yo, when y'all see this clip, I thought they was gonna go blow to blow. Like, it was looking really intense. Shannon had to speak his mind, and you know Jim is not backing down for nothing. Make sure y'all tap in. This is hilarious. Yo. Yo, welcome back to the Hefe Talk Reaction channel. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. I just got to jump right into this. Yo, Shannon Sharpe, of course, had Jim Jones on his podcast, and it was a very calm, cool, collective conversation. You know, Jim is making airwaves right now. Shout out to his new album, On a Church's Steps. But he's been making very viral conversation pieces because it was a debate between who's better, Nas or Jim Jones. But it honestly, to put more context around that, was, you know, a young kid was just pretty much speaking his mind on how Jim is more influential today versus Nas, right? And that's very debatable, right? Because, and not so much very debatable, Jim is actively making music, actively out there, and his demographic is that younger 20 to, you know, mid 30s, right? So you got to understand, Nas came out since what, 91, 92. So his stretch of time definitely overlaps Jim. But at the same time, Jim is tapped into the music, tapped into the streets. He knows what's hot. He knows what's not. So you got to give him credit and give that realness behind the context of what he's saying, right? But anyways, this clip, I just saw it probably about like 20 minutes ago. Like 20 minutes ago, it was going smooth, and then I started to see the crash. Jim talking about the girls with the on a lawsuit. Like it got a little intense. Let me just play it for y'all and let's tap it.
You smoke, right?
Yeah.
Were you smoking when you said you better than Nas?
I might have been a little bit. Well, as far as let's get this right. I'm way more influential than Nas, and I don't care what nobody say. I know I made a little boo-boo when you talk about the sales and all this type of shit. I don't feel like getting into that rhetoric about where I started and where he started.
Well, you said that
but listen, Nas was nice when I was in high school. When I was in 10th grade, Nas came out. Mm-hmm. Nas was dope. We appreciated him. He had a little bit of run. But Nas always came up second to Jay and DMX and all these other people. Like,
ain't no shame in that. He
never had that type of influence on us, except for his first album. I already told you, I used to want to dress like Nas because he had a lot of fresh clothes that the hustlers used to wear and shit, and we used to see him on TV. He had one of the illest albums of all time. And then in high school when he had the barbecue and shit like that. So I'm a real fan of Nas, but he kind of lost me after the movie Belly and shit like that. Like, I don't.
Man, go ahead on with that, Jim.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm being honest. You ask me, I'm being a fan. I'm telling you, the movie Belly was fire, but after that, he kind of lost me. I think we was way too much into the game. Remember how this goes. You ever heard of a Kofi list?
Yeah.
Yo, go back into your history and find out what happened between us and him. You dig? And I'm not trying to repeat history, but don't play with us when it comes to that, bro. We already went wild on them boys. You heard? We the ones that went wild on them boys, you heard?
Hey, Jim.
Yo, and people out here acting like I said I'm gonna bring the Kofi list back. I just told you I'm a changed man. Step law. Can you dig?
Nah, look, I'm putting it like this, Jim. Hey, bro, you been in this thing, but lyrically, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you.
Yeah,
y'all ain't effing with Nas. I can be in the church house. You can't. You're not seeing Nas, bro. Let's be real.
You got a bunch of 40 and 50-year-olds in their panties because I said I'm better than Nas.
It don't matter.
Look at you. Look at you.
Ain't nobody from Dipset gonna take you over Nas. And nobody from the Diplomats but you.
Hold on, Jim. That shirt too tight. Hold on. That shirt too tight. You want to go back to I really mean it? I really mean it started. We can go back to the history.
But you didn't even say that,
bro. Don't do that, bro. That shirt be sticking up for Nas.
I got a question.
Let Nas stick up for itself and meet me in a booth for something if we want to do something historical.
Nas say he don't do that no more. Nas say he don't do that.
Because he got $100 million. He's a very wealthy man. You heard he's a very smart business. capping. You are capping. That's what you're doing.
First of all, bro,
you are
I'm about to be
capping.
50.
I'm a bigger Nas fan than you are. You are capping.
First of all,
and
I'm 57. I don't be singing no rap. I don't be singing no rap.
You see what I'm saying, Ocho? He don't even know about rap. He just doing this for the views to get Jim Jones on there to get him hot. I understand. But you don't know Nas lyrics. You don't know Nas lyrics.
You better check the podcast space. Now you better talk.
Sing 16.
Hey, this is the biggest podcast you ever been on.
Name one Nas record.
This is the biggest podcast you ever been on.
Do you know
podcast you been on better than this one?
Hold on. We off topic.
I'm not a podcaster.
Hold on.
This is what I do. You see
Name
you
a
in
podcast you been on bigger than this one. When you get big, you get invited to Club Shay Shay.
This is what I do.
Nas get invited to Club Shay Shay. Jadakiss get invited to Club Shay Shay. You not on that level yet, bro.
It's for little young white girls. Chill out. Chill out. Don't play with me, bro. Chill out.
Off topic.
You dealing with the wrong one, bro.
Right here, bro.
I don't care nothing about nothing that shit you got to say, bro. You might as well take me off this shit, bro.
We here. You can't out talk me.
Alone, bro.
You might can out rap me, but you can't out talk me.
Don't nobody want to go to Club Shay Shay. Nobody want to buy no VIP tickets to that shit. Nobody rushing to go to that shit.
Biggest podcast you ever been on.
Club Shay Shay.
Hey,
if you got a good podcast,
you get an invite.
You do got a good podcast.
Nobody listening to me.
Your podcast is tremendous. You and Ocho do your thing, but don't get it twisted, bro. I don't care nothing about no fucking podcast, bro.
We supposed to be talking about music and love and embrace.